Hello everybody, this is Dee from Dee's Cute and Crafty, and I'm back with $5 Tree DIYs for Easter for you today. You're going to need one of those pallet signs, some boxwood greenery, some of those little wooden bunnies, various ribbons, and some twine. I'm using my Waverly white chalk paint and also the Waverly antique wax. Going to start out brushing on some of the antique wax onto the Dollar Tree blank pallet sign, and then I'm going to wipe it off with a baby wipe. I just want a soft color on here because I'm going to go in with my Waverly white chalk paint and I'm going to distress it and then use my gator to soften it up just a bit. Going for that old distress look that I love so much. If you guys are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by and joining me today. I really do appreciate you. If you like this content and you'd like to see more from me, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'd love to have you as part of the Cute and Crafty family. Now I'm going in with some of this really pretty like orange and beigey or tan buffalo check ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree during the fall season. I got quite a few rolls of it when I saw it because I just felt like it was really high end. I loved it, and so it's perfect for this craft today. We're going to start at the top and just go back and forth, looping it back and forth in a zigzag motion and getting smaller as we go down the wood pallet sign because we're going to make the shape of a carrot, sort of. It looked more like a big triangle to me, but once I got it done and got my boxwood greenery at the top, I felt better about it. It came out cute, and it would be cute on a tiered tray. Easy to do. You can do it any way you'd like, in any color, any greenery. It's very customizable, so give it a try. Now I'm just adding my Walmart boxwood greenery. I love this stuff. When I see it, I just grab it because it's not always there. It goes really quick when Walmart has it, and it's usually out in the spring. My Walmart doesn't have it all year round, which is crazy because I use it all year round. But anyway, I digress. After I get the greenery at the top of this carrot-esque kind of sign that I'm making, I'm going to add some twine and make a bow because I have to make a bow. 98% of the time, there's going to be a bow, you guys. So I'm going to take that twine and make a bow, and then I'm going to go in with that really pretty lace ribbon from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to make another bow because I love stacking them. It gives it dimension. It makes it prettier. And we're going to get those on there, and this one's going to be done after I add the little wooden bunny in the corner. I thought about painting it, but I changed my mind because I really love the natural look of it, and I didn't want it to get lost in the color of the palette if I painted it brown, and I thought white would just be too stark. So the wood, the natural wood, was perfect for this craft. Now on to DIY number 2. We are making a carrot bunny butt wreath. Yes, we are, and I love these bunny butts. You need the bunny butt from Dollar Tree, some various ribbons. I'm using my Hello Hobby chalk paint in the color pumpkin, some clothespins from the Dollar Tree, an 8-inch wire frame from the Dollar Tree, and I also have a piece of cardboard to make my bunny ears. So we're going to start out by pulling apart those clothespins, and I'm not going to pull apart all of them on camera. I had about 18 of them. And I used the clothespins I had in my stash, not the ones I actually showed you in the packaging. And I had various sizes. I didn't realize I had two different sizes of clothespins. Some were big, some were small. So I just did every other one on my wire frame. But if you have all the same size clothespins, it is not going to mess your project up either way. It's fine. Use what you have. I use the ones in my stash, and I put my new package of clothespins away. So I'm just going in, painting the tops and the sides, but not the flat bottom, with this orange pumpkin paint from Hello Hobby. I don't want to paint the bottom or the flat side because that is where we're going to glue them together. And glue sticks a lot better when you don't have it all covered up with paint. And especially when you're doing wood. Wood to wood, if you're using hot glue, tends to stick together pretty good. So I didn't want any paint to get in the way. And these are the cutest clothespin carrots I have ever seen. I really like these. I'll also be using some of this Dollar Tree greenery. It looks like parsley. It's perfect for this DIY. Oh, I love it. So I'm cutting off some of the leaves to go ahead and get those glued to the tops of the carrots. And I have this pretty green and white twine that I also picked up at Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the carrot and start wrapping it around the top of that clothespin and also around the greenery of the greenery that I put at the top of the carrot, giving it another little dab of glue. I used a dab of glue to start it and a dab of glue when I finished. And that's it. That's all you had to do to get all of these carrots made. And now I'm going to take my carrot ribbon that I got from Joann Fabrics. It's really cute. I wish it was wireframe because I can, or not wireframe, you guys. I wish it was wire edge ribbon because I can think of a lot of other things I'd like to use it for where I'd like it to sit up. But we're just going to wrap it around this frame. It's so pretty, just like that. And then I'm going to add my bunny butt, just gluing it to the ribbon. We needed something on that frame so that everything else can stick to it. So it was perfect to wrap it in this carrot ribbon. I got this ribbon last season, so I really don't remember what I paid for it. But I know anytime I get anything anywhere, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann Fabrics, I wait for a sale. So I know that that ribbon was on sale. So now I'm just looking at placement of my clothespin carrots, just trying to see where I want them to sit before I make a bow. Yes, we're going to make another bow. You knew it was coming, right? So I have this ribbon that I have left over again from fall from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut the wiring off the side. After I just said I wish that the other ribbon had wiring on it. But I don't like the shiny gold of this one for this particular for this particular project. Oh my gosh, you guys. I just got this mouth yesterday. I did. So anyway, I'm just going to cut that off because I don't want it on this particular project. And I cut out some ears out of cardboard. And I'm going in with my Waverly White chalk paint. And I'm trying my best to give this a light coat of paint because the cardboard absorbs this paint so much. And I don't want it to start rippling or bubbling or getting misshapen or doing all the things that cardboard does when it gets too wet. So I'm trying to be very sparingly with it. And because I don't want the edges to show, and I knew it would take a lot of paint to cover that up, I'm just going in with some Dollar Tree white yarn and going around the edges of the ears to give it all a nice solid white look. Looking at placement for my ears, I couldn't decide should I put them on the front or on the back, but the back looks the best, so I'm going to glue them to the back of the wire frame. You guys, this is so adorable. It's cute just the way it is. If you didn't do anything else but just add a bow to the ears, you could call this one done. It is just that cute. But because I'm extra, I have to do more. Most crafters are extra. And so I am doing one of the notched bows, which is not my favorite bow to do, but I was trying something different because I always make the Olivia bow with the, loops on the side, maybe 4 to 6 loops on either side, or 3 to 4 loops on either side. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, you've seen me make the Olivia bow a lot, and I usually use that one, but I thought I'd try this notched bow, and it's okay, but it's not my favorite. I will be honest, it is not my favorite bow that I've ever made, but it does work for this project. Trying to fluff it out a little bit, but because it has no wire in it, it kind of just set flat to me. And I think that's why it wasn't my favorite bow that I've ever made, but it is cute on this project. You'll see it in the end. It's adorable. It is. Now I'm taking another piece of that carrot ribbon. I'm just going to make a little square and glue it in the middle to cover up the Chanel stem that I used to make this bow. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to glue down my clothespin carrots, and when I glued the first one down, I actually ran glue down the whole carrot. Why I did that, I have no clue, because I only need glue on the part of the carrot that's going to touch the wreath. So pretty much at the top where the greenery and the twine is at, that's really the only place I needed glue. And I decided to glue mine with the greenery pointing out, but you could definitely do yours with the greenery pointing in, and it will fill in that hole. And I may do another one and do it that way. I don't know. I just want to, see how it looks. But we're on to DIY number 3. DIY number 3, we need some of that boxwood greenery, some onion grass, 2 of the long blank wood signs from Dollar Tree, some cardboard, and some of those wood slats. I used 2 of those and cut them down to size using my miter box saw. So right here you just see me taking the cardboard and cutting a carrot kind of shape, triangle, whatever you want to call it. Do the best you can. This is the best I can do to get that carrot-esque kind of shape. The essence of a carrot is what we're looking for. And I'm going in again with some of my orange Dollar Tree ribbon left over from fall, and I'm just going to wrap this cardboard to make my carrot, and make sure that you glue on the same side. Every time you add glue, make sure it's on the same side, especially if you're using ribbon like this where the glue shows through. You want to make sure all your glue is on the same side, because that is the side that you're going to glue to your sign, and then it won't matter. No one will see it. So now that I've got that one done, and I also did the other one off camera, I wrapped it in a green and white striped ribbon that I got from Joann's, which is really pretty. Now I'm going to go ahead and paint these two blank wood palettes with my homemade chalk paint in the color Buttermilk. And I'm taking these wood slats and I'm leaving them in their natural color. And I am using a mixture of hot glue and wood glue. And I'm so sorry I'm out of frame, you guys. I didn't notice until it was too late. And I'm just gluing those wood slats to the ends of this sign. It helps hold them together, and it also adds the character and the farmhouse look that I'm going for. And now I'm going to add my two carrots, and I'm putting them at an angle because they are too big to sit side by side, and they can't sit vertically. So I'm going to put them at an angle, kind of horizontal, but not quite. I'm going to get those glued down. And then I'm going to add some boxwood greenery and some onion grass and some big fluffy bows. I'm using my Olivia bow this time. And we'll be just about done except for the hand lettering that I'll do at the end. And here are my two fluffy bows that I made. I'm going to put the one that is green closest to the orange and the one that is orange closest to the green. And it just works out so pretty. I love these. And here you see me in just a second doing my hand lettering. I am going to write happy in print down the side and Easter at the bottom in cursive. And then we'll call this one done. Add a hanger to the back and it is good to go. This one is a total cheat, you guys. I'm using one of those Valentine's Day signs from Dollar Tree and some pink ribbon and a Sharpie marker and a pencil, and that is it. And I'm calling it a cheat because, as you can see, I've already gone in and in my own hand, just freehanding the bunny butts and the ears and the words. I saw on Amazon or Wayfair or Pinterest, I can't even remember where, because I pull inspiration from everywhere and from everybody and from myself, my own mind. I just pull it from everywhere. So I don't really remember where I saw it, and I'm sorry about that. But I saw this as a doormat, and I wanted it as a sign. So I sat one night and just looked at a picture on my phone, freehanded it, and here it is. So that's why I said it's a total cheat, because like I said, it was already done in pencil before I even brought it to you guys. So I just went back in with my Sharpie and darkened everything up, made everything crisp and black because that's how I saw it. And it didn't have a bow on the bunny where you can actually see his side view, but I thought adding just that little pop of color would be super cute. And I love that I did it. And at the bottom it says, "Every bunny welcome." Of course, you guys have heard that saying or seen it over the years. If you're a crafter, or even if you're not, I'm sure you've seen it, but I thought it was so cute. And so here it is. And this is just a leaner. I didn't fill the holes in because I didn't want to have to paint it, but this is it. super easy, and really cute. On to DIY number, where are we at? 5? I believe this is DIY number 5, you guys. This is the last one and really easy. This is just some carrot beads. I had these natural colored wood beads, and I decided to go ahead and dye them using my Rit dye in the color tangerine. I just put some warm water in a bowl. I didn't even measure how much water. I just put enough to cover the beads and maybe a teaspoon or so of the Rit dye. And I just dropped the beads in. The smaller beads are the Dollar Tree beads that were on the cording. I just dropped the whole thing in there. I think it was on like some twine. And then my bigger beads came from Hobby Lobby, and I dropped those in there. If you want it to be super light, just leave it in for about 5 minutes or so. If you want a really intense, deep, rich orange like I have here, I left mine in for about 20-25 minutes. And this is the color that I came up with. Happy accident. Once I dropped those little beads in on the cording turned orange as well, so I didn't have to worry about trying to dye the cording or the twine. It was orange when I pulled it out. So I'm going in with this green and cream colored baker's twine from Dollar Tree, and I'm just making some greenery, the end of the carrot. And I thought this was really cute. It came out so cute. I tied it on differently than I normally would, but I liked the way that I did it, how I tied the tassel on. I didn't like that the carrot was still moving around, flopping around a little bit because of the beads. So I decided to go in with just a dab of hot glue between each bead and glue them together. I love how these came out. I tied a little bow at the top where the greenery is, or where that green baker's twine is. And these are awesome for your Easter tiered tray.
Started as a whisper, message from a new world I'd never known. Something about it felt like it'd been waiting my whole life. Is this home? I can hear each sound calling my name, and I feel angels around when I start to sing. And suddenly it feels like heaven is not so far away. Tell me, can you hear the symphony? Panic, panic, I can't help but think that it's meant to be.